Hi friends, have you ever had a stamp set where it comes with an outline stamp, but you wish that it also had a two-step stamp to fill in the color for the outline stamp? If you've ever wished that, if you want to learn how you can make these stamps yourself, that is what we are going to talk about today. Let's take a look at it. So here's a stamp and die set I got recently, and I absolutely love the floral stamps in this set. But I do wish that there were the two-step stamps so that I could then add the color to the flowers, add the color to the leaves, and it would just make it a lot quicker. I did make these cards with this set. I colored in the flowers by hand with my water painters. But I want to show you how, if you have a set like this and you want to make it quick and easy to add color to those images, how you can do that. What you are going to need to start with is some craft foam. This is the kind that has adhesive on the back. It doesn't need to have adhesive, but some thin craft foam is what you're going to want for this. The first thing you are going to do is take the stamp that you want to use, that you want to be able to fill in the color for that, and I use StazOn ink so that the color wouldn't rub off of this foam. So I stamped on here. The next thing you want to do is take your die, run this through your die cutting machine and cut that out. And you may actually want to cut several of them and make and attach them together so that it will be several pieces of foam thick. Now, I did not do this, but you're going to see in a minute, I'll explain why it may be a little bit easier if you actually cut out several layers and attach them together. Now, with the adhesive kind, you can just use that adhesive if you want, or you can use some stronger adhesive. I love this multi-purpose glue. If you need to be able to put something removable adhesive on the back once you are ready to stamp with this, you can use a bit of this glue, or you can use that adhesive on the back of your foam if you prefer. So after this is cut out, what you are going to do is take some scissors and cut apart. If it's like mine where I want to be able to stamp several different colors, you'll need to cut those pieces apart with your scissors. So I cut this so that I had my flower. And I actually ended up doing both flowers in the set. So here you can see the individual and the group. And then I have several different leaf pieces that I ended up with after I cut the leaves off of both of these. So I have several of these smaller leaf pieces. Now that we have them, let's take a look at this. And I am going to be stamping just with this single layer of that foam for this flower right here. But you'll be able to see I have already done some of the stamping on this for that floral cluster. Now I'm using some of my new colors that I love and my new ink pads. These look a little bit different than the ink pads I've been using in the past, but I love these. So we are going to be using Hydrangea Hue for the flower, Perfect Pine for the leaves, and then my Barely Blush I have already done with these clusters. So here is where it is a little bit easier if you have several layers of foam. The reason is because as you are inking your stamp, if you wobble your block at all, you may get ink on the block because there's not very much distance between the surface of this and your block. So what I did to prevent that, since I'm only using one layer, you may want to do this if you do it with multiple layers. Also, put it on the very corner of your block and only put that part over top of your ink pad. That way I'm giving a lot less opportunity for the rest of this block to end up in my ink. You may be able to see this very closely if I show you up close, but I have a little line of green right here, which I'm not concerned about. We'll cover this up with a die cut here in a moment, but a little line there from where I had ink on my block, and I got it on my card as well, a little bit of that. So when I stamp, I want to keep this perfectly level as well. That's another way. If you do have ink on your block, you can keep it from getting on there. But I will mention this. So this technique works best with stamps that are either symmetrical or close to symmetrical because of stamping it and then cutting it and then flipping it and stamping with it. This is not going to be exactly symmetrical. If you want it to be symmetrical, I believe if you if you actually stamp with the adhesive side, I believe you could do it that way. But for what I'm doing here with flowers, with a lot of stamps, this will work this way and it will just be slightly off. And I kind of like it as like a little artistic look that it is a little bit different. It goes a little bit outside of the lines. But you can play around with that, stamping the one direction or actually flipping the foam piece over and trying that if you want to get the exact stamp. But I am just lining this up close, as you can see. Got one little bit right here to stamp. And now let's do some leaves. So with the leaves, I did the same thing. I wanted to put them as close to the edge of my block as I could. So let's get one of these double leaves. And I've got a single leaf here. So we'll ink up with the Perfect Pine and we will stamp these. But I just thought this was a really fun way. I don't know if you've ever tried this before, but if you are not aware that you could make your own stamps, this is a really great way that you can do that and get some more use out of the stamps in your collection. Save a little bit of time coloring things in by hand if this is something you want to try out. So this was a great set to make this work. You can try this with all different kinds of stamps. Flowers are great. But anything that is symmetrical or close to symmetrical, you can do the exact same way I'm doing. Or like I said, flip that over. Flip the foam piece over and stamp with the adhesive side, which should work after you get some ink on that. The adhesive shouldn't be adhesive anymore at that point. So here we go. You can see what I have done. Let's turn this into a finished card here quickly. I am going to put a piece of ribbon around. So I want to put a little bit of adhesive on the back side of here to hold my ribbon. And I want you to get to see what this finished card looks like here in just a moment. So we'll wrap it around here. Attach the adhesive here on the back side. Let's go ahead and attach this whole piece to the card. And I want to show you the inside of the card. And I also created a coordinating envelope, which is fun. So you'll see that here in a second. Okay, so we'll attach that down. We are going to add these die cuts over top. I just love, are you able to see how pretty this paper is? This pearlized paper is one of my favorite new things that I've been using a ton of. So if you have questions about any of these products, if you're interested in ordering any of them, you can use the links in the video description below to take a look. And as I'm doing this, I see that I missed, I'm sure you caught that, I missed one of my little leaves right here. So let's go ahead and stamp that one. You can clean these off I use my Stampin' Chamois to clean my stamps. It's very well used, as you can see, but I just press this on here. It cleans off the foam just like it would a regular stamp. Okay, let's finish this up. I want to show you the inside and the envelope. So we'll pop these up with some dimensionals. And I haven't used these beautiful little butterflies yet. I felt that I needed to use a couple of these on here. Those are just so pretty. So let's take a look at the inside. You can see that I did that same flower image on the inside and added the color to it. And it's always fun to stamp envelopes as well. And let's look at this. So I have this other stamp set, this addressed to you stamp set I love that was created for envelopes. So you can use the large circular image or this one right here. And the corners are left open so you can fill it in with whatever you want. So I used this stamp and then I filled in that corner with my floral stamp so that everything coordinates really nicely. So I hope you enjoyed seeing how you can make your own stamps to fill in that color for your outline stamps. I hope you can try this soon. Let's have a moment of encouragement. What we put in our minds is so important. I know I love to listen to things that are encouraging, and one of my favorites is Josh Howerton from Lake Point Church. If you are looking for encouragement, if you are looking for hope and light in the midst of this crazy world we live in, he is so encouraging. I get done listening to his sermons and his other podcasts, and I'm just like excited. I'm ready to go because he's excited and ready to go. This is how we should be living in these times, my friends. Not sad, not hiding, not unwilling to listen to what's going on. We're here right now for a reason. Look up Josh Howerton. He's amazing. You're going to love him. Thanks so much for being here, my friends. I hope you'll be back again next time when I'll be here helping you to hand make with love.